A lot of people have dynamic IP addresses at home, which means that the IP addresses that your network has or your internet service provider has given you can change every once in a while, whether that would be every week, every month, or every several months. Don't really know. That can be a problem if you're trying to access your services from outside your home. And instead of trying to change the IP address every so often whenever you find out that you actually have a different IP address now, there's a simpler way, and that's going to be dynamic DNS. One of the popular apps that you are able to use for dynamic DNS is Duckdns. And Duckdns, what that does is it keeps track of your IP address that you currently have in your network. And anytime your IP address changes, it will go ahead and update that in the Duckdns server. So basically, Duckdns is going to be an intermediary. With Duckdns, you're going to have your own domain, a Duckdns domain. And every time you try to access your servers from that domain, it's always going to have the correct IP address. In a future video, I'm going to show you how you can complete this whole process by leveraging Duckdns, Cloudflare, and Nginx Proxy Manager for you to access your self-hosted services. The only disadvantage of doing it this way is you are going to have to open up a couple of ports. And if you're a little iffy about doing that, I did create another video where you use Cloudflare tunnels, and I'll go ahead and leave a link down below and also post one of the cards up there to that video. So let's go ahead and get right to installing Duckdns, but first you need to sign up for a Duckdns account. So here we are at the duckdns.org website. You're going to want to first sign up for a Duckdns account. It looks like you can actually sign up with Persona, Twitter, GitHub. If you've got a GitHub account, you can go ahead and use that, or use Reddit or even Google. So you can go ahead and choose whichever way you want to create your account and create it. I've already got one, so I'm going to go ahead and log in with my GitHub account. And as you can see here, I already have one domain already. Now each Duckdns account can have up to 5 domains. So what you can do, I've already got one, obviously. I'm going to blur out my IP address over here. And one thing that you're going to want to make sure of or take note of, probably even just cut and paste, is going to be this token right here. We're going to need that when we install the Duckdns app in our Unraid server. So go ahead and copy and paste this token. I'm just going to go ahead and paste it onto my notes here. And what you're going to want to do in order for you to create a new domain, all you have to do is just enter it on this line here. And let's just call this Philomore. Well, I don't know if that's going to work. Let's try it. Will that work? It added it. Awesome. Maybe I'll go ahead and keep that one. And so what's going to happen is you see the domain Philomore here, and over here it actually has my current public IP address that is assigned to your either cable modem, DSL modem, or however else you're getting your internet. And this is where it's going to just keep track of your IP address. I don't recall how often it actually checks for that, for any changes, but if Duckdns senses that there is a change, it will go ahead and update your account accordingly. Now, if for some reason you're trying to access your that domain, your Duckdns domain, and it's just not working for some reason, I'd go ahead and just come back into your Duckdns account and double checking the IP address and see if that is still correct. If it's not, all you have to do is just hit this update IP button over here and it'll update your IP address. And if you don't know what your current IP address is, you can go ahead and just click on that link or click on that button. And I mean, if it doesn't change, then your IP address hasn't changed yet. So your new domain is going to be whatever you called it, .duckdns.org. So now if you actually go into your terminal, you can go ahead and ping your new domain, and it should be pinging with your current public IP address. And there it is. Now that we've actually tested it and we've created our domain, we can go ahead and go back into our Unraid server. So in Unraid, we're going to go into the Apps tab. Go ahead and search for DNS. DNS. And Linux server actually has a template for Duckdns. It's actually pretty simple to install. So all you have to do is go into Actions and Install. And what you are going to want to do is you can leave all of this stuff at default. And your subdomains, we're going to put in just a subdomain that we created. So in our case, we just did Philomore. And we are going to cut and paste, or copy and paste, our token on this in this token field. And after that, go ahead and click Apply. And as soon as you see the command finish successfully in the Done button, go ahead and press Done. And it's actually as easy as that. So now, what's going to happen is Duckdns is going to be running and going to be monitoring the your public IP address and updating it as needed. I hope you found this video useful for you to finally solve the issue of having a dynamic IP address instead of a static IP address. But now with Duckdns installed, you should now have a service that will just keep track of your public IP address and update your subdomain automatically. In the next video, I'm going to be walking you through how to set up Cloudflare to point to your Duckdns domain in order for it to use Nginx Proxy Manager. If you like this video, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up. It'll totally help out the channel with helping YouTube identify this as a useful video for other people to figure out how to install Duckdns. And if you like this content, please consider subscribing down below and especially hitting that notification bell icon. That way you know when we post new videos onto the channel. And until next time, you guys, I will see you on the next video. Peace.